Converting to slope-intercept from point-slope or from 2 points. In the lesson today, we will be learning how to find the slope-intercept form of an equation from a point on the line and the slope of that line, or from 2 points. We're going to start by finding the slope-intercept form of the equation from a point on the line and the slope. Start by writing the point-slope form of the equation. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now fill in the values from our example. Y minus 7 equals negative 2/5 times x minus negative 5. Before we go on, convert the double negative to a positive. Now multiply both sides of the equation by the denominator of the fraction, 5. This eliminates the denominator, thus making the rest of the work much simpler. Now distribute both sides of the equation. Add 35 to both sides of the equation. This gives us 5y equals negative 2x plus 25. Finally, divide both sides of the equation by 5. This means to divide every term by 5. The slope-intercept form of the equation is y equals negative 2/5 x plus 5. We can check our work by graphing this line. Start by finding the y-intercept at 5. Now count the slope down 2 and right 5. Go ahead and graph the line. To check our work, we want to see if the original point is on this line. The original point was negative 5, 7, and it is on this line. Our slope is negative 2 over 5, so we have correctly found the slope-intercept form of the line that goes through the point negative 5, 7 and has a slope of negative 2/5. In our next example, we will find the slope-intercept form of the equation from 2 points. In order to do this, we need to use the slope formula. We have 2 points here, and we're going to find the slope from the slope formula. And these points are negative 1, 4 and 11, negative 6. So the slope is negative 6 minus 4 over 11 minus negative 1. This gives us negative 10 over 11 plus 1, which is 12. This can be simplified to negative 5 over 6. We can now use this slope and one of the points to fill in the point-slope form of the equation. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I will use the first point to fill in the equation. Y minus 4 equals negative 5/6 times x minus negative 1. Convert the double negative to a positive. Now multiply both sides of the equation by 6. This will cancel the denominator 6 out of the equation, leaving us with 6 times y minus 4 equals negative 5 times x plus 1. Now distribute both sides of the equation. For 6y minus 24 equals negative 5x minus 5. Add 24 to both sides of the equation. This leaves 6y equals negative 5x plus 19. Finally, divide all terms by 6. The slope-intercept form of the equation is y equals negative 5/6 x plus 19 over 6. To graph this would be difficult since the y-intercept is a fraction, so we're going to graph it using the original 2 points, negative 1, 4 and 11, negative 6. I will also use the slope that I figured out, which is negative 5 over 6. That will give me a point in between. Now use a ruler to graph the line. This is the original line. To see if we correctly turned it into slope-intercept form, let's look at our slope-intercept form of the equation. We know the slope is correct. It is negative 5 over 6. The y-intercept is 19 over 6, or slightly more than 3, which also looks correct. So today we have found the slope-intercept form of the equation from the slope and 1 point. We have also found the slope-intercept form of the equation from 2 points. Please refer back to these notes often as you complete your homework. Thank you.